the Chief Operating Officer for the Clinical Research Network East Midlands. This is my video blog for the month of February 2016. Today I'm doing my video blog from the Nottingham office at Queen's Medical Centre. The first thing I'm going to talk about is performance and recruitment performance. Our goal is to recruit just over 56,000 participants into NIHR research studies this year. We're on about 78% of our year-to-date goal. We've recruited around 36,000 participants. I think, being realistic, we will probably remain around the 80 to 85% mark of our goal overall by year end, which means by the end of March we need to have recruited and uploaded around 42 to 45,000 research participants into studies. I think, in addition to really urging everybody to work towards this goal and making sure we are identifying and recruiting patients into all studies where possible, it's really important to highlight the importance of uploading recruitment data promptly, timely, making sure the data is with the right people in order for it to be uploaded. So whether you're a chief investigator, principal investigator, research nurse, other member of the research team or support team, I think it's really important that we all play a role in making sure that recruitment information is uploaded. If you're unsure how to do this, who's responsible, or what role you might have, or have any queries about recruitment upload, please contact the business intelligence team in the first instance, who can support and advise you with this. Another area of performance that we look at is commercial performance, and our goal is to ensure that 80% of our commercial portfolio, at least 80% of those studies, are recruiting to time and target. Last year we ended the year around 50%, and this year our data has improved significantly. We're still falling slightly short of the 80% goal, with around 74% of our studies recruiting to time and target, but we've moved on quite a lot, and we are second nationally in the league table of all the 15 CRNs. So we're doing well, but there's certainly still room for improvement. Another area of performance that's important is research management and governance, those timelines around getting studies approved and set up and commenced. Now, we know that over the next year the landscape will change for research management and governance, with national changes to the HRA and local changes around the assess, arrange, confirm process that will be happening in each of our NHS partner organisations. Additionally, the CRN will be working with partners to establish the study support service to ensure that we can give good support to researchers on the ground, setting up studies and delivering those studies. Nonetheless, targets around RM&G remain really important for this year and will into the first 6 months, I anticipate, of next year. Our RM&G performance remains really good, despite the fact that we've lost some excellent staff in that time. So I think it's really important to acknowledge the contribution of both the central RM&G team and the R&D and R&I departments across the partner organisations in ensuring we are still seeing really good metrics around approval of studies. Another thing that we've been quite busy with over the last couple of months is our budget for 2016-17. And whilst our budget's still not been approved or in fact confirmed by the coordinating centre, we are making plans and working with partners to ensure that we've got good, robust budget plans in place for next year. One of the approaches that we've taken and certainly built upon this year is the importance of the senior team link. So each member of our senior team have a number of trusts or a trust to build a particular relationship with, not just around budget setting, but to learn what's going on in that trust, the workflows, how research is particularly delivered in those organisations. And embedding those staff has meant that we really understand what's going on across our partner organisations, and hopefully it will result in us being able to sign budgets off really promptly. We hope that we will hear very soon our final budget for next financial year, and we will be in a position to confirm sign off with trusts fairly soon after that. I suppose another area that we've been working on, which links to the importance of partnership working and working collaboratively is that we held an away day for the operational management group and also extended out to all R&D and R&I directors and managers across the East Midlands. We held this at the beginning of February, and it was a really good opportunity for everybody to air any issues and talk through how we can work better in partnership. We do feel that through better communication, understanding each other and working together, that it will give us the opportunity to really deliver on our combined objectives for the year ahead, which ultimately are around giving more patients access to more studies across the East Midlands. I anticipate there'll be some notes coming out soon, and we'll be able to build on those to make a more robust plan for the year ahead about partnership working and working together. Something else that we've launched this month are the Research Awards for the East Midlands. I'm really excited about these because it's the first time we've really drawn together this wider region that we've now established, and we will be recognising research excellence in these awards. It's focusing really on performance and activity in the current year, 2015-16, and the deadline for applications and nominations is the 16th of March. So I would encourage everybody to look on the website, to look at the criteria, the various categories, and really encourage people to nominate their colleagues, their teams, their organisations for some of the, well, a lot of the very good work that's going on in this region. We know very often performance is captured with metrics and numbers, and that is the way that we are driven. But I think it's really important to introduce these awards to recognise a lot of the successes, the hard work that goes into producing those metrics and numbers. So please do go and have a look, get involved, nominate your colleagues, teams that you work with, so that we can recognise some of the excellence in a slightly different way than the numbers that we're normally kind of quite obsessed with, it feels sometimes. Another area that's still going very strong is in relation to joint dementia research and the dementia challenge in general. So Goyes has formally started with this full time, and she's really making an impact into this. So she's worked hard with the University of Nottingham, and they've made a pledge around their commitment to join dementia research. She's working with a lot of our partner organisations, both academic and NHS, and I think that over the coming months you will see more activity around promoting and getting involved with the dementia challenge in the East Midlands. This is something that's really important to us, and we will be intending to focus on it into next year as well. Another area which is changing, and I touched upon it earlier, is the introduction of the study support service. So over the last couple of months, we've formally had sign-off for the primary care pilot work that we're doing. That's being led locally by Catherine Ashman-Lee, who's the project manager for the study support service, with the primary care work led with Louise Young, Debbie Jeffries, Jane Robertson and Marie Warrington. We have a defined pathway for this, key contacts, and I'm really hopeful that this will deliver the support that researchers need in the primary care setting, very much working alongside our R&D and R&I colleagues. We're now working up the process for mental health, and I anticipate in a few weeks' time that we will have agreed this, had it signed off by partners and colleagues, and we aim to launch this at the very end of this year, beginning of next year. We are also working with our other colleagues across acute trusts, community providers and our larger teaching trusts to have a conversation about what their needs are under the study support service, agree the resource that's required, the pathway that will follow collectively to deliver this service. In some settings it will work closely with the assess, arrange, confirm requirements of trusts locally, and in other settings it will be complementary to that process. As soon as we've got more information and a clearer picture of how this will work across the East Midlands, we'll make sure that's communicated well to everybody so that all researchers know who to contact, how and when, and how we will support everybody to deliver across the region. I'm really hopeful that by working with partners we'll have an effective service for researchers. We are coming towards the end of this financial year, and we are now moving into planning for next financial year. At present, we're putting together our annual operational plan, regarding the various goals, targets and work streams that we'll be undertaking to deliver this. That draft plan will be circulated to partners for comments, and once it's been agreed and finalised, signed off by the NIHR, we'll make sure it's available on the website so everybody can see what our intentions are for next year. I suppose the only other thing I was going to mention is that the NIHR are going to be changing some of the CRN branding over the next few months, so you can expect that the newsletter, communication and website will be changing to reflect those national changes. I think they're the key things I wanted to highlight for February as we move to the end of this year and start planning for next year. Thank you.